Welcome in to today's Daily Sports Take. Now, the sports world has stopped. We all know that now. I think we're on day almost 50-something. It's not great. But listen, there's positivity in everything. And so I hope everybody out there is finding ways to do things they love, stay positive. And together, if we all do our part, we can really get past this virus and return to some sort of normalcy sometime soon. But anyways, I've been trying to keep things normal. I've been doing daily sports takes right here on YouTube and Twitter. So if you're on YouTube right now and you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to do so. I have plenty of videos surrounding the NFL draft from the last 3 weeks, and now we're starting to get back into the core of this, which is shorter videos talking about certain situations from around different sports teams. So today I want to talk about the New England Patriots and their quarterback situation, more specifically whether or not Bill Belichick should roll with Jarrett Stidham. Now, if you look at Jarrett Stidham's stats in college, they're not bad. Almost 6,000 passing yards in 2 years at Auburn, 36 touchdowns, 18 per year, only 11 interceptions. That was his 2 years as a starter. His freshman year, he was at Baylor. Didn't get that much playing time, had a little bit of numbers, but then transferred to Auburn, became the starter, and had a pretty decent career, won a couple big games, but could never win the big game at Auburn. And that's the knock on Jarrett Stidham that I have against going into next season. So he was a 4th-round pick in 2019 by Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, but with Tom Brady leaving, it's either him or Brian Hoyer. Those are the two quarterbacks in the room right now, and Jarrett Stidham is the guy who was there last year. They spent a 4th-round pick on. They're high on, based on all reports coming out of New England, they're very high on him and his ability to learn the playbook and fit into the system. So I think they're going to roll with Jarrett Stidham in 2020. Now, beyond that, I'm not sure if he's the guy. If we look at just what his college life was like, or what he was like in college at Auburn, you can see that he was surrounded with NFL running backs, NFL offensive line, NFL receivers, and he didn't put up just eye-gawking numbers. They were just average college quarterback numbers. 6,000 yards in 2 years, 36 touchdowns in 2 years. Good numbers, but they're not spectacular numbers when you consider the pieces he had around him. Now, he was playing the SEC against some tougher opponents as well, but he also had games against other schools like a Southern Missouri and schools like that where he should be dominating, but he never really dominated in college. And so even if you look back at Brady, who, yes, was a 6th-round draft pick, you see him at Michigan, you see that in big games he helped Michigan win. I'm not sure if Stidham is going to be that quarterback for the New England Patriots, but if they want to move off of Stidham next year, I've talked about it before, there's the possibility of getting one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks next year. They have the kid from North Dakota State, and then you have Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields as well coming out next year. I'm not sure what the move is there. Bill Belichick keeps his cards close to his chest, but we'll see what happens. I think Jarrett Stidham has a chance to be a good quarterback for the Patriots, but based on his track record in college and what we saw in his 4 passes, where he has completed 3, but 1 was to the other team who took it to the house, so a pick 6 there for Stidham last year, I'm just not bought in or sold yet on what Jarrett Stidham can do for the New England Patriots. And without the weapons around him on offense, I'm just not sure if Bill Belichick and the Patriots will have a great season in 2020. So there you have it. There's my thoughts on Jarrett Stidham heading into the 2020 season with the New England Patriots. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Should they go out and sign a Cam Newton, or should they stand pat and let Jarrett Stidham and or Brian Hoyer take over the helm for them after losing Tom Brady this offseason? So with that, everybody, I'd really love it if you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great day, everybody.